Hello and welcome back to Ask Master with me, your talk show host, Aaliyah Nuru. And today we have here with us Master Shri Akashana. Do you want to quickly tell us about your new name?
Already? I think a lot of people already know. It's just a blessing from the mountains, from Grandmaster. Very powerful energies are behind it.
Yeah, there was a lot of powerful energies yesterday, but a lot of people that were not in the creator circle on the call, and if they're not on the creator circle on Facebook, if they just follow you on YouTube or just in general on Facebook and Instagram, do you want to have a quick explanation for them?
I never thought, Aaliyah, I never thought about changing my name before, really. I don't think many people do usually, we think that we come into this world, that's the character, and that's it. I mean, have you thought about changing your name?
I have not, no.
Exactly. So it's not something that was planned by me, just this part of me anyway. And then everything just unfolded that way. I guess I went to the Himalayan mountains, did the whole mastery journey, came back, and then now, because of the connection with the divine, there's certain commands, responsibilities that need to be done, and they've given powers and given that blessing for this title and for this name, and the requirement was there, so it just had to be done, and I think most people won't understand, because it's like, what do you mean it had to be done? You get a choice. It's like different levels of consciousness.
It's really funny that Master Lim and I were just talking about how we were watching one of your old videos, and you were on a live, and all these people were popping up, and you were saying hi to everyone, and they were all really funky names that were not usually English, and you were trying to pronounce all of them, and you said something that was so strange, because just before that we were just saying how we have to be very careful what we wish for, because manifestation can be at any time, anywhere. And you had said, wow, everybody has such amazing names. My name is so boring. My name is just Eric. I wish I had a new name. This was years ago, which is just funny.
That you can call manifestation, but at the same time, because everything's already there, it's destined. So a lot of the time when I'm making videos, I'm not me. I mean, I'm not me as in the Erico you knew, or this physical that you know, because those who know me well know that I don't usually speak I'm very quiet, introvert.
So is it like, are you channeling, or
you press record or you announce for me to be on stage the moment, like switch, and then suddenly everything just flows out. And a lot of the time it's a bizarre moment, because sometimes I go on stage, I come off, and I'm just like, wow, that was good. And then it wasn't planned, and I learn from that power,
So I don't know if I'm supposed to mention this or not, but is this, I won't go into detail before I get in trouble, but the switch that we were talking about from Master the Stage, is that the same switch, or is it a different kind of switch?
It's the same switch, except when we're doing that training with participants, it's their first encounter, kind of, for most people, and it's not like you can do it now, right? It's like, I say, do it now, you'll be like, what, how, what should I do, right? So I think it's getting used to the switch, and once you know where the switch is to access flow state, then you're free. And that's basically the basics of how I do spiritual riff as well. It's all one take,
Can you teach me how to switch?
Switch. Oh, so many things. I think our daily yoga practice will get you there.
Yeah. Okay. So I know there's in the personal development world, where spirituality is not talked about as much. Like Tony Robbins has a switch as well. So he talks about when he goes on stage and he does,
creates an anchor.
I think, the anchor.
Power move. Yeah.
Is that a completely different kind of switch?
It's the same thing, but it's what is your level of awareness towards the switch. So let's put it this way, right? Everybody is channeling and following some sort of intuition at some point, right? We all have made decisions where it's non-logical before, and then you can't even figure out, why did I think like that? Why did I act like that? Something else came through you. So that's uncontrolled, right? Then you have people who are more logical mind, right? Who say, okay, I can use NLP or I can use anchors and I can create something, bam, go in, okay, this is my move. It makes me feel confident, and then I'm stronger when I do it. So that's like a trigger. But the amount of people who are actually aware of who, like as in who, not a person, who as in which energy are they channeling, right? And select which one and for whatever reason. Not many people are conscious about that, you know.
Well, yeah,
so
I don't think we know that there's a selection of energies.
There's a selection.
Yeah.
Because for different purpose, you need to be a different way, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't use the same power, and I think, like I said, unconscious or conscious, like someone like Elon Musk, for example. Yeah, I mean, he's channeling like crazy. Like his ideas, the things he thinks about is something. Is things that people can't. It's amazing. It's out of this world. He's taking people to Mars, you know.
Yeah.
But for him, it's not aware of what is going on. It just seems like it's his idea. Obviously, he talks about there's something greater, right?
Yeah.
Aliens and whatnot, right? And control and matrix and everything. But the awareness of exactly is not there yet. And you can tell. People who know, they can tell. But he's being used because he's an amazing vessel.
Yeah.
He's an amazing container to be used by the energies to push evolution and consciousness, you know? So they use him. Yeah. So some are aware of it, some aren't. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So
I'm trying to figure out how to drink this water. I think, do I drink this way or do I drink this?
Well, since you're already talking about your cup, we've had a lot of questions on our CC Plus chats as well, and everywhere really. Everyone's asking about the copper cup. Now I know in India everyone drinks out of copper vessels. And
you're Indian, no?
I'm mostly Indian.
Well, then you can explain, no?
It's healthy.
Sure. Why?
Because of
tell me in Hindi why.
Minerals, बहुत healthy hai. Minerals hai.
Yeah, very, very good. Very good for water. Also, help alkalize water, because a lot of water we get today is acid water.
Yeah.
So that helps as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we always
better than using plastics. Plastics have chemicals and everything
Yeah.
going in. Yeah.
So is it only because of the health benefits?
Your mug is nice as well.
Mine's cute. Mine's a gift from Master Lim. What about copper bracelets? Because I actually bought you a copper bracelet. I've forgotten to give to you. So does that also make a difference?
And does that have Erico on it as well?
It does that.
It's so funny. Just before the whole name change, she bought me everything that says Erico on it.
Yeah, like a homemade keychain and a bracelet, but. Yeah, that's probably going to stay in your drawer for a while.
Copper itself has a lot of energy. All crystals, rocks, all these natural, what do you call them? Materials.
Natural minerals.
Yeah, yes. They all hold different powers.
Yeah, they hold different frequencies as well.
But it depends but it depends what people are. What is their goal? Today, a lot of people are just wearing things unconsciously, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, this person's wearing that. Let me wear it. That person's wearing that, you know? The other day, somebody said, oh, wow, what's this orange thing that Master's wearing right now? Where can I get one of those from? And, so the team were asking the other day, I said, my wrist is hurting from yoga, and it's wrist support. So it's like...
We should just shred materials and be like, wrist support. Who wants some wrist support?
No, but people just, they just start overthinking everything then and saying, oh, I need that. That person's got that, you know? But, I mean, if you need wrist support, then,
They use a cloth. I think we're going to start moving on to the questions.
Oh, okay. From the circle, yeah?
From the circle, yep. So we have We have a lot of questions about dreams. People don't want to let that subject go. But for now, I think I'm going to move on from the whole dream thing, and maybe we can come back and do like a whole series about them.
Mm-hmm.
One question we have here from Brit is about colors. I know you've been mentioning colors a lot since you've come back from the Himalayas. And her question is, who else is ready for Master Sri Akarshana to speak to us about colors? He has told us before that colors have certain vibrations and meanings, and that is why he now wears what he does color-wise. I'm ready to learn and absorb more.
I think like everything else, it's a whole, like you can speak 3 days about it. So certain things, it depends on what purpose and who wants to do what. And for, like, if we just look very simple at, let's say, color psychology for business, let's say, right? We know red is for danger, blue is for trust and things. It depends. If you're doing business, marketing, then that's important, right? So you can't just say, oh, that's a spiritual enlightenment color. If we talk about spirituality, then white will be like, oh, this pure energy. But it's not saying that, hey, if you're going into business, then you put everything white, then it's going to attract enough people. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's such a deep topic. There's so many things to it. But I think that maybe I answer the shifts in what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that'll give them a little bit of an insight to why I'm doing it.
Okay.
Right? Because otherwise we'll be talking forever. So, first off, in the past, I used to just wear black, all black, every single day. My whole wardrobe was black. People would say, wow, he wears the same clothes every single day. Actually, I have like 50, 60 of the same top.
All black every day.
And trousers. And the reason why is that was just because I don't need to think. Like, we have enough things to think about on a daily basis. We have enough stress. And how do we clear the mind? I open up my wardrobe. I know what I'm wearing every day. I don't need to,
yeah, picking out outfits every day is just, time? It's a lot of hassle. So much hassle.
How much time do you spend looking at the wardrobe?
Way too much time. I need a stylist.
and then you wear one thing, then you take it off, then you put another thing on, then you match another thing, then you match another thing, look in the mirror, then you go around the whole circle, you might even come back to the same thing again.
Yeah.
All of that time and effort and energy, there. So that can be used in doing very powerful things out there, or even for manifestation, what you want to manifest. So that's why I did that. Kept it simple. That's what Mark Zuckerberg, a lot of actually millionaires, billionaires, they do it. Just simplicity.
Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, they're always just white t-shirt, jeans every day.
Nice and simple. Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Look at these great people. Simplicity is very powerful. However, some people, they like to be more fashionable. I'm not saying fashionable is not good and wearing different things isn't good. But then we need to be organized with that so that it's still less thinking, Yeah. Fashionable is good because we need to dress for occasion. We need to look good for certain occasions, right? It holds certain powers, colors and everything, right? With what I was doing out in the mountain, there's particular things. There's some things I can say, some things I can't. We'll reveal what we can. So you would have seen in some of the clips and photos and things like that started off was the white. No, it was the black. I started off black, just my usual wear in training. Then when we approached the mountains, it was in white, right? That was simplicity. That was just simplicity, nothing, no attachment, right? Respect, I'm just all pure, come with a pure heart. That was the whole thing. That was the whole idea. So a lot of the temples, everything was visited with that. Then when we got to the Himalayas, right, there were some commands. And these commands, again, right now will seem a bit bizarre, but it's from the energies passed on, Grandmaster passed on to me. Then we went grey. And the purpose of the grey was because the ground, the roads, is all grey. So by blending in with the grey and the water and the river and things like that, we are not standing out too much. And the purpose of that is because we were entering into the mountains to receive special powers. If we are too much on the radar, right, then also negative energies will come in to deal with that. So that's why we need to just blend in and don't be too loud, right?
Yeah.
And then and then we shifted colors again. So we shifted when we went up the mountains. Then we shifted again, and then I think, we went orange. For there was a
Oh, wow.
different color soil, and then we went white again when we got up to the top. So that was for that purpose. Yeah. Now coming back, people will notice that, it seems like it's not all black every single day now. Black, certain things, I need to be careful when I say this because for different people it's different. But so let's say a very powerful spirit, very powerful aura, okay? Black will cover it, right? Black it kind of like stops that energy on that side, right? In fact, this infinity band, and this goes to everybody who has our infinity band. Infinity band should be wore on the right hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Because this left side, and nothing black really wants to be on this left side. This is the energy passing through, so brighter colors on this side, right?
Okay.
It's the energy coming in, and then this keeps our energy, a powerful energy here.
Oh,
So
wow.
infinity band should be worn on the right hand.
Right-hand side.
Yeah. So that's why when like, let's say for example, depending on what I'm doing now, I will still sometimes wear black. If there's an occasion where I'm going somewhere and I need to be under the radar, then the black will be there. Otherwise, out now in public, when the powers are needed, when energies are needed to those vibrations to be spread, then it'll be different colors to allow those energies to go.
So why are you wearing pink today? We're matching.
Yeah, just to match you. Yeah, so every day will be different. Yeah, there's different things, but there's a lot of things. Like when I wear white now on stage, there also needs to be a seal, like golden seal around it or silver seal around it, just to keep the energies there as well.
So what about you know how different cultures and religions have different colors, different sacred colors? Is that normal for like all religions to use that? So say when people go for pilgrimage, they wear all black or all white, or like monks wear red, the robes. Is there like significance behind those? Because like you said, black covers everything, but if they go for like pilgrimage, or everybody is wearing them, is there like a specific reason? Is it different with religion and spirituality and psychology, or is it all the same?
It's all the same. So let's take energy as one whole. Energy is the same for everyone, really, but we interpret it, not misinterpret. We interpret it in different ways, right? We call whatever we call, yeah. When you have a collective doing the same thing, applying energies to the same thing, that energy can be applied to that thing then. So that's why these are all different sects, different cults, different, and that's to apply those energies in. And once the energy is there, obviously when you wear, you become that energy, so you're behind all of that as well, So in the same way that this infinity band or our I Am Creator logo, in that way, I had to ask for permission. But these need to be done properly. It's not like saying someone at home says, okay, I want to just pick this rock up. It gives me power. It may give you a little bit of power, but the power won't be to that extent.
So is that what you're talking about right now? Is that intention? As in like, when we talk about the power of intention setting.
It's intention. But the person blessing it needs to have the powers to be able to do that. I mean, everybody has powers. But, I mean, let's put it this simple, for example. Number one, I'm receiving powers from the mountains that is backing this whole thing up. Even applying this name, giving this name, and yeah, the whole energies towards it. Then, this container that you're looking at right now is also a powerful container to an extent that it knows that with one click of a button, it reaches out to tens of thousands of people around the world, right? So what does that mean? It means that if I ask for permission to bless this thing and this color, I say, is it okay? Would it work? And I get a yes from our authorities, we can call it, right? Then I apply this with this container. I say to I don't know, 1 million people we have online now, 1 million people are behind this. All the spiritual energies and every individual energy extensions are all applied to this. This becomes the most powerful cloth ever, you know? Yeah, so that's kind of how it works, yeah.
Okay. Another question. So how is it...
I want to add something.
Okay.
Because a lot of people ask how to manifest winning the lottery. Yeah?
Yeah.
You'll see, actually, in the history of lottery winners, you'll see a lot of them are won by factories. I don't know if you've heard that before. It's like when a factory, all the employees, they will like all chip in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they all chip in. I mean, it's obviously very little, right?
Yeah.
They all chip in very little each. Then they collaboratively buy the lottery, and a lot of them they win. Then they have to split the pot, and it's just channeled energy. If me, you, all 5 of us are manifesting the same thing, it'll happen. We're going to Kenya. So when we were in Kenya one time, it was raining like crazy. There's stuff anybody can do. We have, as long as we have powerful containers, powerful spirits, right? And the more you have of them coming together, and then we formed a circle, and then we just did a prayer to stop the rain. And then it stopped the rain within like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It was really bizarre for people. But that's the power of collaborative manifestation, you know?
Yeah. I think in more... in a lot of African cultures in the villages and stuff, they have like rain dances and calling the rain and calling the crops and and I think people in the West look at it and think that everyone's just crazy. But to be fair, everyone looks
your energy, I'm energy, right? Dan's energy, 3 energies come together. Are we more powerful? Of course.
Yeah.
So we think one thing, that's what we call collaborative manifestation. It's the fastest, most powerful way. But sometimes people have too much ego in the way. They all want to, I want it for myself. You know, if we are willing to share and we go in together, that's the whole purpose of CC Plus. We say we'll all do it together. It's a platform for everyone. Yeah. Yeah. Let's all push it together. Right. That's a very powerful message. You know, that's how we push positivity and consciousness. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so the question I was going to ask you is, I've seen this question a lot pop up before.
Yeah.
It's just about how you talk or communicate with the energies. As in, do you go into like a prayer state? Do you go into like a meditation state, or in your sleep, or dreams, or dimension traveling? Are you allowed to say?
That is a huge, huge question. I think keep that one for the next show.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I think we're up on time now, so we need to finish.
Okay. So that's a hook. Make sure you are coming to the next show. I think that's going to be all for now. And if you liked any of our content, if you like anything that we said, make sure that you click the like button. And if you have any more questions, ask them in the CC Circle, the CC Plus questions group. And if not, you can comment them down below. And also, we would love to know where all of you are from, how many Indians in the house, how many... How's my Hindi?
Is that classed as racism? Or
no, I just want... Because I know they're all going to be laughing at my Hindi. Everyone laughs at me all the time. Whether I speak my actual language, whether I speak African, whether I speak Hindi, I belong nowhere. Okay.
Can you at least do the Indian accent for us?
No, not today. No, maybe next time. Maybe in our next episode, I'll do a nice Indian accent for you. So that's all for now. Make sure you subscribe and let us know below where you're tuned in from. And that's all for today. Salam and namaste.
Namaste.